What is going on, you guys? Sorry if it doesn't sound how it usually sounds. We don't have our usual mics or our usual camera that we can hook our mics up to. So today might just be a phone audio type of day unless I can figure something out. But figured I'd go ahead and show you the weight to start the video. Summer cut's going great. We had to up the calories a little bit, threw in a little bit more carbs, but we're feeling pretty good. Let's go see what we're weighing. All right, 214.6, I think it was. Like I said last week, sometimes you won't see fluctuations, especially if you're weighing yourself every day. I think the last time I weighed myself was when I did the last video. So we're down, I think, 3 pounds from then. So feeling really good. Like I said, you have to look at it in a big picture. If you're not losing weight over, a span of 3 weeks, that's when I would worry. But if you're doing day-to-day weigh-ins and you're not losing weight like every day, then I wouldn't worry about it. It's overall the big picture, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and eat some breakfast. All right, you guys, first off, before we get started, I want to do a shout out to MBT Clothing. It's a motorcycle clothing company. They sent me some dope stuff. They sent me this cool t-shirt, which you already know I had to do a little crop with. And then they also sent me some crazy riding pants. They're black, of course, but they have like knee and hip pads. So I'm super excited to try those out. They're actually super comfortable. You'd think with the knee and hip pads in there, they would be uncomfortable. But one, you can't even see them, and two, you can barely even feel them. So I'm probably gonna wear those today if I do go on a ride. So go check them out, MBT Clothing on Instagram. Let's go eat some eggs. All right, you guys, got the eggs rolling. We're actually gonna eat some oats. We're gonna start incorporating a little more carbs around our workouts, just so we feel a little bit better, less depleted, maybe hold on to water a little better. So hopefully that will help us fill out a little more. The last week or so I've just felt kind of, I don't know, just depleted, low on energy. So hopefully a little bit of carbs before or at least around the workouts is gonna help with that. So let's go ahead and muck on this stuff. All right, you guys, a quick reminder to use code Riley at legionathletics.com to get you guys' supplements. This is the Genesis Green supplement. And then I'm also gonna take my Phoenix Stem-Free Fat Burner. Those are kind of like what I'm taking in the morning right now. And then post-workout, we'll probably have the apple pie protein, which is really good. We actually have to get on and get our new stuff. So we're gonna try new flavor this next time around. But remember, code Riley, link down in the description. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and get into this lift. Today's actually a pretty cool day because we got to lift with my buddy Tristan. He's an old friend from another high school, but we met each other a bunch at like track events and football. We played against each other a lot and we just became friends over the years. So got a lift with him. It was good to see him. So we did back. For me, I really wanted to do back with him because he's a crazy upper back. His traps, his rear delts, his shoulders just in general are insane. So really wanted to do this lift with him. If you want to follow him, go follow him. I'll put all of his socials down below, but I think he has an Instagram and a YouTube, and he puts some great content out. So go ahead and follow him. And honestly, one of the craziest physiques and craziest genetics that I've seen. So I love lifting with Tristan. Great guy. So let's go ahead and get into this. Well, first, let's go ahead and talk. So I've been getting a lot of questions about what my split is. And I just want to go out there and say my split is, I guess you consider a bro split. So I hit one muscle group every day mainly. But it doesn't matter what split you're hitting. You'll get to a point in your lifting career or lifting journey where you start to discover like, okay, it's not really like, doesn't matter like what split I'm hitting. But it's more like, okay, I need to emphasize muscle groups within this split. So like for me, I hit the bro split, but like I would say my chest days, my shoulder days, and my arms and legs are way higher intensity than like my back because I just have a better back. I have pretty good genetics for back. So And also like the shoulder and chest days, those are even crazier because I think those muscle groups are really important for just that aesthetic broad look. So I really emphasize those. So, I mean, you can do any split. You just got to know, okay, I need to hit certain muscle groups with a little more intensity or a little more reps than other ones, just because you want to emphasize those areas. So whether you're doing, you know, like the bro split like I do, or you're doing an Arnold, or you're doing like push-pull legs, or like chest, tri, back, bi, legs, shoulders, doesn't matter. All I would say is make sure you're not only targeting your deficient muscle groups, but also your, you know, areas like your chest and your shoulders that really bring a physique together and make you look just aesthetic and pleasing to look at. So that kind of sounds weird, but you get what I'm trying to say. So we started out with lat pull downs like any other duo would. I feel like every time you train back with someone, you just initially go right to lat pull downs. So start with lat pull downs. All of these workouts you're going to see, we're going pretty heavy, trying to stay within that 6 to probably 15 range. Don't want to get super high reps. Like I said last week, we're trying to do more heavier stuff just to kind of keep size on during this cut, because the last cut we lost a lot of size, but we were doing like very high reps, which is fine for like things like shoulders and legs, because you kind of need those high reps to like really stimulate those areas. But for like arms, back, and chest, we're kind of trying to go heavier just to keep some of that size on us, you know, keep the muscle acclimated to just having weight. So hopefully that'll help keep some swollenness to us, keep us full during this cut. So start with the lat pull downs, did like 3 or 4 sets here. And with these, me and Tristan were talking about, because he was doing underhand grip, or like kind of like a chin up, and I was doing overhand, but what we were both doing similarly was we weren't super wide. And the reason for that is if you put your hands too wide, you're not really using much lat. Whereas if you bring your arms inward, whether they're here or here, you're able to kind of pull down, but also get down and back and really contract that lat back. So maybe something to include in your lat pull downs. I know a lot of beginners especially go super wide on lat pull downs because they think, oh, wide grip, wide back, which I understand, but to really grow those lats, I think it's better to have those hands in. Even like Sam Sulik, I know Sam, he loves to do, his lat pull downs are pretty close. And if you want to go, like what I'll do sometimes is I'll go like super heavy, close grip lat pull downs, and then towards the end, sometimes I'll even turn around and go just super wide, light, behind the head lat pull downs, and that's more for like targeting just my rear delts. So if you want to do wide, it's probably more for rear delts than I would say lats. So after that, we moved on to this crazy lat pullover machine. I usually do pullovers on a cable, so this stretch was absolutely insane, and it's a new movement, so I'm definitely feeling it after this. The good thing about like training with a partner, and I don't know if you'll see it here, but like you can come up and actually tap the area that you're trying to hit. So tapping, especially on these, was crazy because you're in such a stretch motion, and then when someone taps and you're contracting at the same time, the mind to muscle connection is insane. So I would recommend that for any muscle group. Like if you're training with a partner on like rear delts, like have them tap your rear delts, and that's going to help you with the mind to muscle, because the rear delts are such an odd spot. Same with like upper chest. If you're hitting incline, have your partner tap your upper chest, because that's just going to help you connect to that area a little bit better, and you know, kind of focus on that area a little better. So after these, let me think about what we did. Oh, we did the chest supported rows. And what's good about this chest supported row is that the handles, like not only are they up and down, but you can also like, you know, turn them. So let's say you start here, you can also turn them and contract with your hands in a different position. So that's super nice. It kind of allows you to like pull the weight in a comfortable way. You know, it's not like just stuck in one position, so you can kind of cater it to your own body, your own structure. So I don't know if I did it one way or the other, but I kind of just kept switching up how I contracted throughout this lift. And you'll notice with all of our lifts, especially on the back, is like just really letting it stretch out, really hard squeeze. Sometimes we'll even do like pause reps in the back just to really focus on that squeeze. And if I would say some of you guys might be struggling with squeezing your not your lower back, but just your back in general. And I understand, because back is one of those, you can't really see it. You can't see it in a mirror, so that mind to muscle connection is already gone. Because like if you're training chest, you can look in the mirror and see your muscle contracting. That honestly helps. So with back, it's almost better sometimes to go lighter because you can't really see it. So go a little lighter and really focus on that mind to muscle, focus on that squeeze. I feel like that's more important than just putting a bunch of weight on, throwing it around, because you can't really tell if you're getting the best contraction. So did those, and then we moved over to this T-bar, chest supported T-bar row, which was also crazy. This one really emphasized my lacking muscle groups compared to Tristan's, because Tristan has a crazy strong upper back, like I said earlier. So he was doing these with ease, whereas I hopped on and it felt freaking hard. So what is my dog doing? What are you doing, buddy? Anyway, so I got on here and I was struggling, but the thing with these is like, it's such a upper like trap and rear delt and upper back movement. And I think I need to start throwing these in a little more, because I'm always doing just like lat pull downs or like kind of a low cable row. So I think throwing these high T-bar rows in is really going to help me develop my traps, my upper back, the rear delts, all of that craziness. So after that, we moved over to these like reverse grip lat pull down things. These were really good to finish with because they really forced you to like stretch that lat out. And I personally like these because we're doing single arms, and I personally lack on my left side, I think, at least strength wise. So I was able to kind of just isolate each side and do those with like different intensities. So really pushing each other on here. Yeah, that's really it. Back was awesome. Did cardio after. There wasn't really much craziness that we did. Tristan has a show in like 19 days, I think. So he's leaning down. He was like 240, 250. Now he's like in the 190s, which is crazy. So he's looking great. Obviously you can see his rear delts on the like rear double bicep is insane. So really looking forward to seeing him perform, seeing how he does. So I think that's the goal one day, is to actually do a show, maybe here in the fall, and we'll see how we do. I would like to cut down this summer, and then hopefully by the time fall comes around, be lean enough to like maybe do a show prep. So with that being said, I was kind of all over the place because I don't have the video up here, so I'm kind of just going off my memory. So hope you guys were able to like understand what I was saying, but I love you guys. God loves you. I hope you guys have a blessed day and a crazy lift. We'll see you guys next time.